Hello and welcome to Geeky Angie's weekly recap. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday evening wherever you are in the world. I'm your host, Chiamaka Uche, and I'm excited to bring you the maiden edition of our weekly roundup of top articles from Geeky Nigeria. At Geeky Nigeria, we are passionate about delivering reliable and insightful content on tech, education, and lifestyle. Our mission is to keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. If you're looking for the latest news, trends, and expert opinions in these fields, you're in the right place. You can visit our website at geeky.com.ng to explore our extensive library of articles, tutorials, and reviews. In this weekly recap, we will be highlighting our top performing articles, sharing exclusive insights, and giving you a to what's coming next week. So, wherever you are, I just want to encourage you to sit back, to relax, and let's dive into this week's top stories. So, for the first story on my list is the 7 tech gadgets every Nigerian student should have. So, if you're a Nigerian student in this live session, this article is for you. Don't forget to visit our website so you can read the full article. But just to give you just a sneak peek into what's in the article, if you're a Nigerian student, there are 7 major gadgets that you should have. And in the article, we have that one of the major gadgets a Nigerian student should have is your smartphone. You cannot be a student in Nigeria without a smartphone. So if to excel as a Nigerian student, you need a phone. If you have a smartphone, that's no longer enough. You also need a laptop. So if you can get a smartphone, that's beautiful. But you should also get a laptop because there are things that you can do. Well, the world is changing anyway. So there are things you can do with your phones that you can equally that you can do with your laptops rather that your phones can do. But then a laptop is very essential. And then you also need a power bank. A power bank. I don't know how to emphasize this because electricity is so you need a power bank. You need smart notebooks, headphones, AirPods, whichever ones you find comfortable using. You need Wi-Fi, portable Wi-Fi hotspots. You need it, like, because your phone networks can fail you. So probably need another, probably an external hotspot that you can always use. So if you're a Nigerian student, I want to encourage you to read our article, The 7 Tech Gadgets Every Nigerian Student Should Have. So you can check gadgets and also for the second article, what check out laptops for personal and business use. So before I talk about this particular point, I want to share a personal experience. I got a laptop 3 months ago. I think that was in the month of May. And in barely 2 months, the laptop had shut down 4 times. The first time they said it was a system update. The second time, the battery was faulty. The third time, it was power surge. The fourth time, there was no reason, it just shut down. So that's to say that even though it was a laptop, not every laptop is good for you. There are laptops that you should use, and there are laptops that you shouldn't go close to. So in this article, we're going to see the laptops that you should use and the laptops that you shouldn't go close to. So it says when choosing a laptop, it is very crucial to recognize the needs of your business or your personal needs. So the things that should influence your choice of a laptop is first of all what you're going to use it for. For somebody who is into professional editing, graphics design, and things in that space, there are laptops that kind of person can use. But for somebody who is just using the laptop for typing, you know, maybe secretarial duties. There are also laptops that suit such a person. So the two persons can't use the same laptop. You need a for those in the editing space, probably because I do a little bit of edit. You know that you need a laptop, I think with a graphics card or something. But in this article, I'm not going to tell you everything, but in this article, you'll find out all the things that you need. And especially if you're trying to pick or purchase a laptop, you need one that identifies or solves or fulfills your personal or business need. And then a laptop that is also reliable and efficient. You don't want to have the same kind of experience that I had, having a laptop that shut down 4 times in just the space of 2 months. Currently, I had to swap the laptop for another one. I don't use it again because of that issue. So, most business users would require laptops that have that support multitasking, efficient processing, and probably a robust software compatibility. So I'll just give you a few examples of those laptops, and then you check out the rest on our website. So a few of those laptops would include Dell XPS, an Apple MacBook Pro, and an Asus ZenBook 14. So if you want to see the other laptops that suit your personal or business, please go to our website and check through. Okay, so we have another article, The 5 Roles of Technology on Modern Conservation Efforts. 5 roles of technology on modern conservation efforts. So we know that our environment plays a very key role in how we live, our health, and then so many other things. So in this particular article, we're also going to see the roles that technology plays in conservation. So let me just read this. It says environmental challenges continue to rise. Technology plays an increasing vital role in conservation efforts. The merger between technology and environmental protection has helped to bridge the gap between human activity and the preservation of natural resources. So we see that, okay, most times we would always liken technology, maybe in this part of the world, to probably just gadgets and so on and so forth. But technology is moving beyond gadgets. It's also moving into helping us preserve or helping us in conservation. So if you want to know how much technological advancement is helping conservationists to monitor, protect, and restore ecosystems more efficiently, then I think our article should be your best bet. So I've gone through 3 articles, and just in case you're just joining us, this is a recap of Geeky Nigeria's top articles, all the articles that we have published on our website this week. This is just like a weekly recap of those articles. And the first one I mentioned, just in case you're just joining us, is the 7 tech gadgets every Nigerian student should have. And so I said that in this present world, as a student, there are basic things that you need to ensure that your education moves smoothly. And some of those things I mentioned, the first I mentioned was a smartphone. You need a smartphone, you need a laptop, you need a power bank, and then you also need a Wi-Fi. So that's one of our top articles for the week. I also mentioned that the best laptops for personal and business use. So just in case you're joining us and you missed all the other things I said, I'm just doing a little recap in the recap for you. So the 7 tech gadgets that every Nigerian student should have, the best laptops for personal and business use. And all these information is available on our website at Geeky Nigeria at geeky.com.ng. So if you want to have more information about these articles, you can go to geeky.com.ng. So the second top article for the week, like I already said, is the best laptops for personal and business use. So I mentioned a few laptops like the Asus ZenBook 14, Dell XPS, Apple MacBook Pro. So for more information on these topics, please check our website. And so, moving on to number 4, the impact of smartphones on relationships and social skills. The truth is, our smartphones play a very vital role in our day-to-day life. But if we are not careful, our smartphones are going to replace interpersonal relationships. You find out that most people find it very difficult to have a 10 minutes conversation with probably the next person without pressing their phones. It's very difficult nowadays to find people that actually talk for at most 10 to 15 minutes without pressing their phones. People no longer even pay attention to conversations. Everybody's mind and attention is on their phones or on their gadgets. So in this article, we're talking about the impact that smartphones have on relationships and social skills. And you find out that most people, because of so much reliance and dependence on phones and maybe your laptops, people struggle to build social skills, struggle to talk to one another. You find out that, okay, let me use this example of probably people in a relationship. You find that two people that are supposedly in a relationship are not talking. One person is focused on his smartphone in one direction, and the other person is focused on her smartphone in another direction. So communication is limited. In as much as our smartphones are doing us so much good, we shouldn't let it impact or hinder communication or building social and interpersonal skills. So in this particular article, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the impact of smartphones on relationships and social skills. So just like I've been doing, let me read a very short passage, just a few lines from the article, and then you read the rest on our website. It says that smartphone use has spread like wildfire in our society over the last couple of decades, changing the overall pattern of things. And so, as convenient as the possession of the smartphone can be, it has a lot of convenience. We also need to know that it's impacting on our communication skills. So by acknowledging the positive and negative effects on smartphones, on relationships and social skills, we can better manage our use and the negative effects and draw healthy boundaries and develop healthy relationships, both online and offline. So are we trying to say that smartphones are bad or smartphones are affecting our relationships? No and yes. While smartphones are not bad, they have their positive benefits. Anything that is not done in moderation can lead to issues or lead to some negative effects. So what we're trying to say in this article is find a balance. Let there be some level of moderation. While we emphasize or praise the importance or the effectiveness of our smartphones, let's equally know that there are negative effects that could arise from this if healthy boundaries are not set. I know that it's normal to say healthy boundaries between human beings, but now there has to be healthy boundaries between us and our phones. So for more information on this, I think I've said so much. So, but if you want to see or learn more about what I've said, then visit our website at www.geeky.com.hk so that you can have more information about this. So, to the next article, it says understanding carbon input, how it affects soil health and climate change. Climate change is one thing that I know that most people don't even want to hear about. People find it boring or not engaging, and we just feel like climate change does not, who did it help? But the truth is, we live in the world, and whether we want to or not, climate change has a very strong impact on us. Whether you want to know about it or you do not want to know about it, it's going to affect you in one way or the other. So, what we're trying to talk about in this article is understanding the impact of carbon and how it affects our soil and climate change. So if you want more information on this, go to our website. Okay, I still have more articles here for you. Um, I think I've mentioned 5 articles. The sixth is how to regrow your hair in 3 weeks naturally. If you're a lady listening to me, then this should interest you. Most of us, probably because of one challenge or the other, have had some portions of our hair chopped off. Particularly, I'm going to spend a lot of time reading this article because I also need this. I'm also affected by this. A portion of my hair is also chopped off. So I'm going to go to the website and read this over and over and over again. So I can see how my front hair is going to grow in 3 weeks naturally. So I don't know. I don't feel like telling you what's in this particular article. But if you're here and you're a lady, or probably you're a guy, and you want your hair to grow in 3 weeks without any any funny remedy. I think that was when I was a child. There's something they usually say that what's it called? There's something they say that, oh, if you want to grow, then raw put cow dung on your hair and tie it overnight, that it will grow so long, but just that it will smell. I don't know how true or false that is, but I know that I heard that a couple of times growing up, how you can put cow dung on your hair and it will grow. But I never tried it, and so I can't work. But in this article, we're going to tell you if how your hair can grow in 3 weeks. So if you're like me that has no front hair, I think this article is right. It's the best option for you at the moment. So please visit our website and read. I know that hair loss is one thing, particularly for me, is one thing that we do not enjoy. Always want to have long, healthy, and amazing hair. So, but sometimes because of our environment, and then even the weather, so many other things affects our hair growth. Sometimes even the use of chemicals on our hair also affect it. We say a lot of, oh, don't use relaxers, weeklies, that. But we all have different hair types. So sometimes the difference in the hair types usually depends on how our hair fares. And then sometimes too, when some women get pregnant, I know most of the times it affects their hair. So if you want to know how to grow your hair in 3 weeks, please visit geeky.com.ng and read this article. Okay? Okay. It's even in the article that there are different common causes of hair loss, hormonal imbalance, some people genetics, some people change in lifestyle, maybe nutritional deficiencies. You used to eat something and then you don't eat it anymore. I remember a certain time I relocated from one part of Nigeria to another part of Nigeria, and it started affecting my hair. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. And I moved from one place to the other and my hair started to shrink. And so some people said, oh, it's the weather. The weather is not perfect. My hair was practically literally shrinking. So many things can trigger hair loss. And but in this article, you see how to regain your hair back. When you have beautiful and healthy hair, it boosts your confidence. And then you can stand out in the crowd and you're like, my hair. For women, this is something that we do all the time. We want everybody to admire us, can hair is beautiful. So having natural, beautiful hair can boost confidence and then just make you stand out. So if you want to know how your hair can grow in 3 weeks, please visit our website. Okay, then another one of our top articles for the week is why you should brush your teeth at night. Hmm. Some people feel that, so I can even add why you should brush your teeth and bathe at night. But in the article, it's just why you should brush your teeth at night. But I'm encouraging you that while you're brushing your teeth, please bathe as well. Okay, so that's why. But the article is why you should brush your teeth. Some people feel that, oh, I brush my teeth once, so point. Even though when we are outside or in public places, a lot of people just a lot of us pretend. A lot of us pretend that we brush our teeth twice, but we know that in our heart of hearts, that's all of us do. So in this article, it's saying that brushing your teeth at night is very essential. Even though you feel that, oh, I brush in the morning, it doesn't matter, I didn't eat so much during the day, it wouldn't affect anything. The article is saying that you must brush your teeth at night. Must, because there are benefits if you do, there are disadvantages if you don't. So let's maintain good oral hygiene is important for our general health. So, for some people that have had tooth decay or a broken tooth or maybe hole in the tooth, you usually see them, their face is swollen, chewed, part of them is peaceful. And then they'll tell you that the pain from tooth decay or broken tooth is as bad as pain of maybe like an injury or something. They usually tell me that the pain is so much. So imagine that you experience such a thing just because your discount is health, like brushing teeth. So it's very essential. You can't say that, oh, it's just my teeth. You can say that, oh, it's just my teeth. But then, if that pain starts, it can affect your general well. There are times that people have tooth decay and they can't show up at work. They can't show up at work. They can't do their regular duties because the pain is impacting on every part of their body. So it's very important. You should read this article, benefits of brushing your teeth, and then the disadvantages when you do not brush. Sometimes during eat all manner of things. From chocolate, drink soda and cake, eat chocolates, during the eat all manner of things, rice, meat. Sometimes some of these things stick to your teeth. And so with Russian brains, which will definitely have an impact on the health of the teeth. So it's important that brush the night before going to bed. And so if this article, like I said, it will teach you why you should brush every night. Then if you do not brush, what is going to happen? Okay. The fact that if you don't brush, the germs in your teeth can cause problems that will make your mouth feel sore. So that's why it's very important to brush your teeth, especially for okay. So it also sometimes when we ask, because when we are served our mouth is full, so saliva is releasing and it leaves our mouth exposed, our teeth rather exposed to harmful bacteria and can cause cavities or complications by birth. So sometimes that's why it's very essential that before they go to bed, must brush our teeth. Okay, and then number 8, Okay, I think I should do a little recap. Probably now just join so that you're not. This is Geeky NG's top weekly recap. We're doing a weekly recap of our top articles on our website. So if you're just joining us, I have mentioned 7 other articles. I'm currently on number 8, but I'm going to do a recap just in case you're joining us at this point. So we're doing a recap of all our top articles published on our website. So if you've not had the time to visit our website and you'd like to know the articles that are there, this is for this is the leading edition of this program, and we hope to bring it back to you every Saturday. So this is top articles that you find on our website. So in case you're wondering, oh, who is DKNG? DKNG is a leading media outfit that posts reliable content, education, lifestyle, and technology. So if you need reliable content on any of these fields, then our website should be your go-to platform. So like I said, I've already mentioned 7 other articles on our website. But in case you're just joining us, I'll do a little recap for. The first one is the 7 tech gadgets every Nigerian student should have. And I already mentioned that every Nigerian student should have a laptop, should have a smartphone, very important. You should also have a headset. If you can't get one, just find probably an airport, whatever, whichever one that you're comfortable with. And then you should have a power bank because there's A bank, B bank, C bank. So you should have a power bank, whatever bank that you belong to. A power bank is very essential. And then you need a smartphone, a smart. All these gadgets are very important for you to excel as a Nigerian student. So you find more of that in our article on our website. We also have the best laptops for personal and business use. I realize that most when people buy laptops, they don't even know the basics or the reasons or what should influence their choice of a particular laptop. They just buy it because you know I need a laptop, then you just go to, for those of us in the Lagos, Nigeria, go to stores or you go to computer village and you just buy that. But if you're choosing a laptop, then there are things that you should consider. First of all, what are you using the laptop for? And then second of all, what do you intend for it to do? What functions do you want it to carry out? I previously gave an example of somebody that is probably into editing space. You're going to do editing, and then you need graphics card. So what exactly would you be using that laptop for? What purposes is it supposed to fill, and what would you be using it? These options should influence your choices when you are purchasing talk for your business or your personal use. More information on this article is still on our website at geeky.com.ng. And I also gave a few examples of some laptops that you can use. I said the ASUS ZenBook 14. My laptop is an ASUS. So you can also use a Dell XPS, an Apple MacBook Pro, then an ASUS VivoBook 15 as well. So these are options, but these are not all the options. I just read a few of the options. If you want to see all the options, you want an expert guide on the best laptop for whatever business that you intend to start or for whatever thing that you intend to use it for, then you should check out this article on our website, the best laptops for personal and business. Okay, so I also mentioned the role of technology on modern conservation efforts. That's how technology is helping conservationists to monitor, protect, and restore our ecosystem more efficiently. So you can find this on our website as well. Then another article that is also on our website, very engaging, is the impact of smartphones on our relationships and social skills. Like I earlier said, some people are struggle to have a 10 minutes conversation with people without talking their phones. For some people, their phones have become like a demigod. They can't live without their phones, can't sleep without their phones, they can't eat without their phones. And things like this is hampering on our ability to maintain interpersonal interpersonal relationships, because you're talking to someone, you are pressing phone. Sometimes some people are even crossing the road, they are pressing their phones. They are having a meeting with probably their boss and their eyes fixed on the phone. So if we keep doing that, while the phone is very important, our smartphones are very important, they are very useful, a lot of benefits. We cannot also deny that if it's not done in moderation or if it's not properly handled, then there's bound to be some negative effects. And so that's what's in this article. We want you to see the positive and the negative, how you can use smartphone effectively without it hampering on your social skills and your ability to maintain a good age. Okay, and then number 5 is understanding carbon input affects soil health and climate change. You will equally find more information about this article on our website, geeky.com.ng. And number 6, I'm doing this recap for probably those that are just joining the live stream. The number 6 is how to grow your hair in 3 weeks naturally. So if you're like me, like I earlier said, that does not have front hair, or probably I used to have front hair. I used to have front hair, but a few things impacted on it. Probably use of relaxers, chemicals, so on and so forth, or maturity, or change in environment, hormonal changes, different things could impact on our hair. So if you're like me that is losing hair and you're trying to grow your hair naturally without using any artificial help, without using cream or sprays or anything, you just want your hair to grow naturally with natural through natural causes, then you should check out this article on our website. It's going to teach you how to grow your hair in 3 weeks. And then number 7, the last one I just talked about, is on our website, why you should brush your teeth at night. So like I said, some people don't like brushing their teeth at night. Maybe because we come back from work, we're tired, you just want to have your bath and just sleep. But it's very essential that we brush teeth at night so that we don't suffer tooth decay or a hole in the teeth, or we don't suffer any tooth issues at all. So it's very essential that we brush our teeth, and then so that germs do not accumulate over the night and then expose our teeth to harmful bacteria. So if you're here and you do not brush your teeth at night, please brush your teeth. And while you're at it, go to our website and read this article and see how or what happens when you do not brush your teeth at night. And then to number 8, we have Meta unveils Instagram teen accounts with built-in protection. Meta unveils Instagram teen accounts with built-in protections. So if you want more information about this article, check our website. But then I just want to paint just a little picture. You know, the age limit for opening an Instagram account should be 13. So once a child is 13 and above, they can have access to Instagram. They can open Instagram accounts. But this has left a worry for parents. Most parents are worried, oh, if my child goes on Instagram, he's going to be exposed to all manner of content. Even as an adult, there are things I see on Instagram that I don't want to see. There are conversations that I see on Instagram that I don't want to see. But because I'm there, I just have to see them. So, but as an adult, I have the wisdom to swipe. At least I can make my own decisions and say, okay, this is what I want, this is not what I want. I don't want this and I want this. So I think that's what Meta is doing. they want to help parents to caution or cause like to safeguard the limits of what children can have access to on the streets of Instagram and Facebook. So if you have a child that is probably on the streets of Instagram, like we said, Meta has unveiled rather a feature that would help to protect them. It says it will place a safeguard on or limits on who can contact them, the content they can see, and the new ways for them to pursue their interest. So the streets of Instagram and Facebook will not just be exposed for teenagers. It will not just be they won't be exposed to every form of content. So I think it's something that will make parents very excited. So you won't see anything. There's a form of restriction to what parents can see, sorry, to what the teenagers can see. So if you want more information, if you're here and you're a parent and you probably want more information about this, or your child is 16, 15, 17, and they want to open an Instagram account and you are scared, you can check out this article and see the new features that Meta is unveiling and how it can help protect your child from probably contents that you would not want them to be exposed to. And number 9, this is going to be a very interesting article. So I think you should check this out. It says wireless mouse versus wired mouse. Which should I go for? Permit me to even add rather. I would even say mouse or no mouse. Which one should we go for? Before we even start the conversation of wireless or wired mouse or no mouse. I know it's a point in my life when I couldn't do anything without mouse. It was as if there's no mouse, I wouldn't feel very comfortable working. So it was a struggle for me to not use a mouse. That's me personally. It was a struggle, but I think now I don't use a mouse anymore. But if I would use a mouse, I would use a wireless mouse because nobody wants wires following them everywhere. But that's for me. I don't know. So wireless or wired, which one would you go for? So in this article, it should answer the questions. If you're probably in that space where you're thinking, get a wireless mouse or should I get a wired mouse? Which one should I use? What's the effect? How is it going to affect my work? What's the benefit? What's the disadvantages? Then this should be your go-to article. This should be your go-to article. So check through and know, okay, which one is going to work best for me. If I want to, like I said, personally, I wouldn't use a wired mouse. I would want to use a wireless mouse. But I'm also going to check through this article and see the differences because sometimes we might not know the advantages of something. We just make our decisions, but we might not know that, oh, this other thing that we feel that it's not quite comfortable. It might equally have its advantages and not be aware. So if you're in that space like me, so after this call, I am going to go to geeky.com.ng and equally read the article again and ask myself that question. So even though at this point I would pick a wireless mouse, after this, I'm still going to go back to geeky.com.ng and read this article and ask myself again, would I want to pick a wireless mouse or would I want to pick a wired mouse? So if you're like me, please go and read the article. But I generally advise that people use mouse anyway. It makes the work easy fast. But it depends on everybody's comfort and what works for you. But please read this article and check which one works for you. And then just even check what is even the difference. Why should I pick it? Okay, and then for the last but not the least of our top articles for the week. This one concerns Nigerian students. And like I said, Geeky NG is a reliable platform if you're looking for content or news stories that has to do with education, lifestyle, or technology. And this is an education news story. It's about NECO, the National Examinations Council in Nigeria, has released the results of the 2024 Internal Senior Schools Certificate Examination. So if you have a younger one, or a niece, or a nephew, a mentee, a child, a friend that took NECO exams, please help me tell them that the results are out. And the announcement was made by the registrar of the council, Professor Ibrahim, at the council's headquarters in Mina, Niger State. So let's see the details of these exams. It says, according to the professor, 828,284, representing 60.55%, scored 5 credits, including English language and mathematics. This is very impressive because we know that previous records of students for NECO exams used to be really poor. But knowing that about 60.55% scored 5 credits, including math and English, I think this is an improvement. Or yes, I would term it as an improvement in the regular NECO and WAEC stories that we usually hear. And okay, he says that the professor says that 21 supervisors were recommended for blacklisting due to poor supervision, aiding and abetting extortion and negligence in 12 states. Can you imagine? The supervisors who were sent to invigilate examinations were caught aiding and abetting, extorting, and then poor supervision. Imagine that you were sent to carry out responsibility, and then they caught you not carrying out that responsibility. I remember when I was in secondary school, and then some invigilators would come, and I think when is it for not secondary school, I think when I was writing jam, yes, jam, that you would see some invigilators, they just copy, copy, copy. You just copy, well, don't let anybody catch you, but copy. So, but then if we keep doing this, how are we going to go far? The truth is, yes, everybody wants the students to succeed and to do better, but we have to do things right. We have to do it the right way. If you help them to cheat and copy, and they finally get probably pass these examinations, go to higher institutions, are you also going to help them in those higher institutions to cheat and to copy? So let's lay a good foundation for our children, for our students. Let's lay a good foundation. If you're a supervisor and you're sent on a responsibility, please do your job, because most of these things do not just impact on the students' lives today, have future impact. You might think that you're doing them a favor by helping them to, just pass. If a student cannot pass ordinary SSC, then how do you want them to pass an Excel when they have tougher examinations ahead of them? So SSC is just like a basics. For me, that's what I'll say. SSC is just like the basics. So if they cannot pass WAEC, they cannot pass JAM, they cannot pass NECO exams on their own, then what's the assurance that when they get into the university or they have external examinations to write, that they are going to also do well? So let's do right by our students. You might feel that, helping them to commit all of this to pass exams, we're doing them a favor, but we're not doing them a favor. Let's help them believe in themselves, grow their abilities, and then also help them to also pass these exams the best way we can, not by aiding and abetting, but by teaching them. These exams don't happen in 2 days, they happen in months. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it before the exams proper. So why not invest that time you'd have invested in telling them number 1 A, number 2 B? Invest that time in teaching them, because over time those things that you've taught will definitely stick. It will remain, and it will be a beautiful thing because at that point they're also trying to test run their abilities to learn and improve. So if you're able to at that point learn, okay, this is how I can study, this is how I can do this. In future times, it would help them better. But if they feel that, oh, there's no point, there would always be an external help. It's forming a mindset in minds of these young ones. Okay. So still on the NECO result, um, it says that the number of candidates involved in malpractices in 2024 examination reduced to 8,437 questions, as against 12,030 students in 2023. This is very interesting. Can you see, can you hear how interesting this article is? So you see that there's a whole lot that needs to be done. In 2023, 12,030 students were caught in examination malpractice. And permit me to say that this 12,000 is not the entire number. I'm sure there were other students that were not caught. Because in Nigeria, we say that now who them catch thief. So there are some that they did not catch that are probably uh, did their own exam malpractice and went away with it. So these are the ones that were caught. And there are 12,030 students in 2023. And in 2024, there are 8,437 students. This is a lot. And so, like I said, as parents, as guardians, as parents, as guardians, and probably teachers, people that are around these children, let's help them. Let's help them. I know some people will probably be turning their noses at me and saying, what is getting saying? Examination malpractice would never get me. Never get. Let's help them. You won't be with them in every area of their life. So teach them these things. Let them know how to read. Invest the knowledge, invest their time into something profitable, invest their time into reading. And then the truth is that when you do something and it turns out well, it gives you a personal sense of joy and fulfillment. And if I would add, satisfaction. You are glad that you were able to do something and do it well. So I want us to just, if you're a parent, a guardian, encourage these children to do their best. Okay, so the article also says that the general performance, that the candidates with 5 credits and above, including English and maths, are 828,284, representing 60.55%, while 1,147,500 597,000, oh, sorry, while 1,147,597, representing 83.90, got 5 credits and above, irrespective of English and maths. So about 83.9% got 5 credits, but not including English and maths, while 60.55 got 5 credits, inclusion of English and maths. So these are our top 10 articles for this week at Geeky Edge. And if you want more information about these articles, I would like you to check our website at geeky.com.ng. And trust me, next week we're going to have more articles, more articles that you would not just learn from, but articles that would also help you to improve in different areas of your life. The content that we put out is not just for you to just read, but it's something that would also be of benefit to you. Remember that some of the articles I listed out, the tech gadgets, is something that would help you improve academically. The best laptops for personal and business use is something that would help you to make wise decisions. So the content that we put out there at Geeky Energy is not just for reading or entertainment per se, but it's for information, it's to help you make wise decisions, and it's also for impact. Because once you finish reading the article, the good one major thing about articles is it should teach you something. When anything you read should teach you something, it should pass an information, it should help you to improve one aspect or a portion of your life. And that's what we are doing at AKNG. Our articles would help you improve, would help you make wise decisions, would help you see the areas that you're doing things wrong, and then will point you out to the place of light. So I'll just list the 10 articles, and then for more information, check our website, key.com.ng. Number one is 7 tech gadgets every Nigerian citizen should have. Number two is the best laptops for personal and business use. Number three is 5 years of technology on modern conservation efforts. Number four is the impact of smartphones on relationships and social skills. Number five is understanding carbon footprint and how it affects soil health and climate change. Number six is how to regrow your hair in 3 weeks naturally. Number seven is why you should brush your teeth at night. Number eight is Meta unveiling Instagram Teens account with built-in protections. Number nine is wireless mouse versus wired mouse. Which should I go for? And number 10 is NECO releases 2024 SSE results as 828,284 candidates pass their examinations. So we have come to the end of this week's top weekly recap of our top articles at GeekNG. And so next week promises to be another amazing edition. And like I said at the beginning of this session, at Geeky Nigeria, we are passionate about delivering reliable and insightful content on technology, education, and lifestyle. Our mission remains to keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. So if you're looking for the latest news, trends, and expert opinions in the field of technology, education, and lifestyle, I would encourage you to visit our website at geeky.com.ng to explore our extensive library of articles, tutorials, and reviews. And so in this weekly recap, we highlighted our top performing articles, those of the read. We highlighted our top performing articles, and I gave you some insights and a sneak peek into the articles. And next week, we're going to have another session bringing you top 10 articles from our website. You can follow us on our social media handles. You can follow us on LinkedIn, follow us on Instagram, and then just join everything that we're doing at Geeky NG. We hope to see you same time next week. Have a beautiful and rewarding weekend. Thank you so much.
All right. It's nice, Jamaka.